This video is sponsored by Shortform. Generally, Sigma males are considered to be somewhat of a rebel, and this is because they're not afraid of breaking the rules that society expects us to follow. His determination, confidence, and independence mean that he's willing to take risks and step outside of his comfort zone to reach his full potential and find fulfillment, even if that means breaking a few rules here and there. This behaviour earns many Sigma males the label of a bad boy. This isn't totally accurate. Think more gentleman with an edge. And in this video, we're going to be exploring the rules that Sigma men break that you should too. Number 9. He's not going to necessarily settle down. From an early age, we are conditioned by the traditional societal expectations of committed relationships and marriage. Many people transition into adulthood with this preconceived notion of what normal is, and spend years trying to find someone, cycling through one miserable relationship after another, in pursuit of happiness and fulfillment, which doesn't exist in anyone except yourself. No one knows this more than the Sigma, who understands that his happiness solely depends on him. It might sound cliché, but happiness really does come from the inside, and you can't depend on being in a relationship to fulfill you. The Sigma doesn't need to be in a relationship to feel complete, and actually enjoys his own company more than the company of anyone else. There's more to life than relationships, the drama, the extra set of expectations that crop up when you share your life with someone else. He isn't closed off to the idea of a relationship, but it has to happen under special, unique circumstances that don't appear often. To break this rule like the Sigma, then make sure you work on yourself first. Make yourself happy. And when the time is right, you'll meet someone who brings tremendous value to your life. Number 8. He never apologizes for being himself. Have you ever felt ashamed for liking a particular thing? Apologizing for saying no, giving an opinion, or asking a question? Well, you shouldn't, because it's nobody's business. The Sigma would never apologize for being himself or for enjoying the things he enjoys, and that's why he's more than happy to break this rule. There's nothing wrong with being a bit weird, a little kooky, or somehow different from the masses. Like the Sigma, you should embrace who you are, what makes you different, and never allow another person to cause you to question the core of your being. Society tries to put us into little boxes and tell us what's appropriate, what's acceptable, what's normal. And anyone that strays away from that may experience some type of backlash. But when you have the conviction of a Sigma male, you don't care. Because you are actually owning your own life. If people don't like you as you are, who cares? That's their problem. And frankly, they are missing out. Number 7. He doesn't ask for permission. Do you think Sigma males ask for permission to do things? Of course not. They ask for forgiveness. The Sigma doesn't become as successful and as confident as he is by asking for permission. Now, this is not to say he engages in criminal activity or behavior that could hurt others. But if he wants to get anywhere in life, he can't worry about asking for permission. Otherwise, he won't accomplish anything. If it ends up that one of his actions ends up being highly unacceptable, goes wrong, or hurts someone close to him, then he will ask for forgiveness. But he prefers to take the risk first. So if you want to actually accomplish the things you want in your life, then you should take a leaf out of the Sigma's book and just go for it. Do now, apologize later. Now, before we get into the next point, we want to give a shout out to today's sponsor, Shortform. Shortform makes the best guides to non-fiction books. Their super-powered book summaries are incredibly detailed, and they include interactive exercises for you to apply the ideas you just learned, aiding memory retention. They also add super smart insights, such as connecting ideas from one author to another, so you can develop a solid understanding as you build connections between ideas. On Shortform, you can gain new insights about a book you've already read, or if you're short on time, learn the key ideas about a book you want to read before purchasing it. Why not learn more about The Power of Habit by Charles Duhigg, Atomic Habits by James Clear, or The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People by Stephen R. Covey? Shortform publishes new book guides and articles every week and covers all kinds of interesting topics, including comprehensive summaries on psychology, self-improvement, and entrepreneurship. And subscribers also get to vote on what books they would like to see covered. Shortform are kindly providing Blokebox subscribers with 5 days of unlimited access and an additional 20% discount off the annual subscription. Join Shortform by clicking the link in the description below and get instant access to thousands of book guides for the price of just one book a month. Number 6. He is selfish. Society tends to view selfishness as something wrong, bad, or immoral. Even the word selfish itself has a negative connotation. But this is a rule the Sigma is not afraid to break. He doesn't understand why putting yourself first is considered such a terrible thing. The Sigma male treasures his alone time because it's imperative to look after his emotional, physical, and mental well-being. Having time alone is time that he can spend introspecting and self-reflecting, meditating, working out, focusing on nutrition, and doing the things he really enjoys doing. For this, he can face accusations of being selfish and self-centered. But the Sigma knows that regardless of what others think, he has to take care of himself first and foremost, as should everyone else. We should all start to be more selfish, because the reality is that if you're not selfish with your time, energy, body, mind, and focus, if you don't make yourself a priority, then the world will eat you up and spit you out. And the reason? Because everybody else wants something from you. The world wants to exploit you, and you need to be strong enough to put your own needs first and say no. Number 5. He doesn't do what he's told, without good reason. The Sigma was born to follow his own instincts, and as a result he prefers to do things his own way. No matter if it's from a parent, a boss, or just about anyone for that matter, the Sigma doesn't appreciate being told what to do or how to behave unless he agrees independently. He has his own set of values and ambitions that he isn't willing to compromise on for anyone. And this is why he often breaks the rules. But he doesn't do it on purpose. Now, this doesn't mean you should turn to a life of crime, but the Sigma teaches us a good lesson in always questioning what is truly good for us and not for someone else. Should we blindly follow what we are told to do at all times? The answer, the Sigma would say, is absolutely not. But it's important not to rebel for the sake of it, but because you've critically analyzed the situation and made an objective decision as to whether it's actually in your best interest. Number 4. He doesn't pretend to be something he's not. Sometimes we can feel the pressure to be or act in a way that isn't true to who we are, whether it's at school or your career, or even pressure from your family. Pretending to be something you're not, just for approval, respect, or to make someone like you, is going to end up backfiring and will make you all the worse for it. The Sigma, who is one of the most genuine people you could meet, is unapologetically himself, no matter what people may think. What you see is what you get. If you want to live an authentic life of liberation, comfortable in your own skin, being exactly who you are, then you need to stop caring about what the rest of society thinks and how certain individuals might judge. Number 3. He engages in risky behaviour. Sigma males hate to play it safe, and the Sigma is willing to take risks and break all the rules he needs to in order to reach his full potential. But Sigmas don't take risks for the hell of it. They are always risks that are well calculated and considered with a purpose behind each one, whether it's to advance their own development or to help others. They use this power to put them on the right track in life, not to earn respect in society or to show off. To successfully break this rule, like the Sigma, you must know how to balance your goals and passions, your ideal life, with what is real and practical, and this will prove you to be an effective leader, partner, and give you the tools you need to wriggle out of difficult situations. Number 2. He doesn't need an education. Contrary to what we are told by society, you don't need a formal education or a title to become successful or accomplish your goals. The Sigma is living proof of that. He knows how to play the game in order to get what he wants by using his authenticity and ability to be vulnerable when it's necessary. He knows not to take anything too seriously and how to live in the present moment, confident in his own power to change what he needs to in order to get where he wants to be. He knows that just because he doesn't have a title or a piece of paper proving his capabilities, that doesn't mean that he doesn't have the skills required, with a few exceptions of course. He's naturally curious and a lifelong learner, preferring to learn new skills and knowledge that he wants to in that moment. He doesn't need to rely on lining the pockets of educational institutes to teach him things he wants to learn. He's capable of doing it on his own. Now, before we tell you the number 1 rule that Sigmas break, make sure you like and share the video to help it reach more people and to let us know what content you're enjoying. Finally, number 1. He's not a people pleaser. He would never apologize for it, but the Sigma male isn't a people pleaser. He is a confident individual with enough determination and strength to do what he wants, even if that means making mistakes. He's able to break this rule of social niceness because he's able to expertly deal with criticism like no other man. He doesn't care about fitting in with social structures and never allows anyone to change him. When it comes to his beliefs, morals, and values, he shows his integrity, honesty, and his ability to stand up for himself. To break this rule, you need to do what makes you feel comfortable, not just go along with what everyone else is doing just to keep the peace. Thanks for watching today's video. Let us know in the comments section what rules you agree should be broken, or if you think we've missed any.